Palestinian television, under the control of the Palestinian Authority and Hamas, has been the main source of incitement against Israel and Jews in the past 20 years. Often overlooked by the international community and media, daily kids television programming calls on Palestinian children to be martyrs and kill Jews and non-Muslims. We travel to Jerusalem to meet with Itamar Marcus, the head of Palestinian Media Watch, to get a better insight into what sort of shows air on Palestinian television.
Palestinian Media Watch was established soon after the signing of the Oslo Accords, and the goal was to find out what the Palestinians were saying amongst themselves in Arabic, with a special focus on the messages that they were giving to children.
شو بيسوي طب الشرطي؟
بحبس الحرامي واللي بيعمل مشاكل
وبطخ اليهود صح؟ انت بدك تصيري زيه؟ ان شاء الله لما تكبري.
لما طخ اليهود.
كلهم؟ كلهم؟ طيب.
What we find is that there are two different worlds. There's the English language world for foreign consumption, and there's the Arabic language world for internal consumption. And very often there are complete contradictions between what they're telling the outside world and the hate and terror glorification messages to their own people.
سيكون في الجنة وكل جريح سيكتب له الله الثواب. هذا الأقصى لنا والقيامة لنا كلها لنا. لا يحق لهم أن يدنسوها بأقدامهم القذرة.
Palestinian media is the expression of the Palestinian leadership, and this is why it's so critical. We're not talking about a free media like there is in Canada or in the United States or in Western European countries. This is a completely controlled media. Truth isn't necessarily significant, which means that inciting to hatred of Israelis is significant, is a major component of the work of the media.
فجهادك مجد وفخار حين مضيت استشهادية. فجهادك مجد وفخار حين مضيت استشهادية. يا ربوة عز وإباء من دمها صنعت حرية. يا ربوة عز وإباء من دمها صنعت حرية.
The Palestinian Authority incites its people to hate Israelis, to hate Jews. They incite to violence. Killing Israelis is heroic.
طب شو حابب تصير لما تكبر يا محمد؟
قسامي.
قسامي. طيب وانت يا زكريا شو حابب تصير لما تكبر؟ مهندس؟ ليش بدك تصير مهندس؟
عشان أفجر يهود.
And we see the Palestinian Authority is then coming and compounding this by having these messages expressed on its own official TV.
اسمع يا صديقي في عندكم يهود صديقي يا قيس
هسه لا.
طيب انا سمعت هم بيجوا عليكم كل يوم.
بس هسه لا.
طيب اسمع يا صديقي اعمل ايدك هيك.
مخيم.
لما يجوا عندكم اضربهم بوكس. خلي وجهه بنداره.
ان شاء الله عشان نحرر فلسطين.
ان شاء الله. صديقي طيب على العموم يا روان انا بقول له يمسك حجر ولما يجي اليهود عنده يمسكوه
One of the great demonizations that we see, and the most horrific demonizations, is the referral to Jews as monkeys and pigs.
يا بني صهيون يا سر البرية يا قرود همزية القدس تأبى جمعكم القدس تلفظ رسكم.
This is based on a Koranic source, but we've seen it repeatedly on children's programs. Young children, younger than 10, reciting poems which refer to the Jews as descendants of monkeys and pigs, also referring to Jews as the enemies of Allah. One of the poems referred to them as the most evil amongst all creations. These are all children's programs. These are messages to children.
طيب انتبهوا علينا بدنا نحكي حديث من أحاديث الرسول عليه الصلاة والسلام.
Television is not the only place in Palestinian society where Palestinian children are encouraged to become martyrs and kill the non-believers. In the old city of Jerusalem, a Palestinian sheikh explains to children what the benefits of becoming a martyr are.
قول صلى الله عليه وسلم عن 3 خصائص لمين؟ للشهيد. نعيدهم كمان مرة. أول إشي يغفر له مع أول رشقة من دمه. ثاني إشي بقول عليه الصلاة والسلام ويزوج بحوراوين.
This becomes too much for some of the locals that pass by.
بالرباط والشهاده والحريه يا زلمه عيب انت يعني عشان اعطينا دروس لنا شو بتعشى شو الله
Children are brought up with the message that not only doesn't Israel have a right to exist, in the future, Israel will not exist. So the child feels, I have to work for the destruction of Israel. This is my destiny as a Palestinian.
The Palestinian Authority and Hamas continue to incite the future generations of Palestinian society. The clips we've shown you are just a tip of the daily racist and hate-filled information the Palestinian children are bombarded with by official Palestinian media. Despite overwhelming evidence, the international community chooses to ignore this unacceptable hatred that would cause outrage in any other part of the world. For TheRebel.media, I'm Igal Hecht.